Second grade, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Um, I know that we had a little bit of time away, and when I last saw you, we were talking about rocks and sand. And I have some exciting things that we're going to be doing and sharing, and I think that you're going to really enjoy it. Uh, First of all, when we talk about rocks, this is quartz, and quartz is a mineral. It is a rock, but it's a mineral. This is feldspar, and it is a mineral. It is a rock. Rocks are made of minerals. If you were to cut these up into little tiny pieces, this would all be feldspar, and this would all be quartz. If you cut it up. Now, this is granite. And if you look closely at the granite, you can see that there's pink, and you can see there's white, and you can see that there's black. Granite is made of minerals. So, guess what? Over time and pressure, this quartz and this feldspar, and the black is a little bit of mica. I didn't bring any of the mica home with me, but the black is mica. Over time and pressure, oh, these rocks push together, they push together, they push together. And then we get a metamorphic rock called granite. If you chop this granite up, you would see all the bits and pieces of the other rocks. With a mineral is just what it is. This is just quartz. This is just feldspar. And if I had the black piece at home, it would just be mica. So, but over time and pressure, oh, those are smushed together, and we get a metamorphic rock, and it is called granite. Granite is a metamorphic rock. Okay, second grade, so we just heard a little bit about rocks and that rocks are made of minerals. So now we're going to go into one of my favorite lessons, but I need a couple people to help me explain this to you. And they're going to come in a little bit. But what I want you to understand is that a long time ago, there was a scientist, and his name was Mohs. Mohs, it's a strange name. And he said, you know what? He goes, rocks are kind of soft, or they can be really hard. But they can also be everything in between. So he said that we needed to have a scale. We needed to have the softest rock being a 1 and the hardest rock being 10. Well, the softest rock, it is called talc. That right there is talc. And talc is what we use to make chalk. So you can see right there that I wrote you a message and I used this to do it. That's talc. Okay? But then everything is in between, like your fingernail. Your fingernail's hardness factor is about a 2. A penny is about a 3. Glass is sort of in the middle at about a 6. Steel is a little bit, no, I'm sorry. Glass, I gotta double check that. Glass is in the middle at about 5.5, and steel is 6.5. So everything kind of is a little bit different. Okay, it all falls into the hardness scale. I want you to see this beautiful one because I think it's so pretty. It's a blue rock, and it is right in the middle of the hardness scale. It is a 5. Now, the interesting thing about the hardness scale is that you can take one of the hardest rocks. It's called conundrum, and you can take what's called a scratch plate. This is a scratch plate. It's a little ceramic plate, and this is the hard rock called conundrum. Maybe I'm not saying that right. Corundum. Now this will leave a mark on the scratch plate. And I can take it like this, and I take my rock, and I go like that on the scratch plate. And the higher you go, the more rocks it can mark underneath it. So if it's a 9, it can make a mark on every rock underneath it, except for a diamond. The diamond can make a mark on everything. So if I have something like this pretty blue rock, this is actually called apatite. Such a funny name, apatite. This one will only mark anything that is below a 5. So it'll mark a rock that's a 4, or it'll make a mark on a rock that's a 3, make a mark on a rock that's a 2. You get it. So it goes all the way down like that. And then a poor little 2 rock like calcite can only make a mark on something that is less than it, which would be talc in this case. So Mohs had this whole system in place to help us understand how hard or how soft a rock is. Now, like I said, I have some people that I thought that you might be interested in seeing. So going back to Mohs hardness scale, Um, Mohs, such a funny name. So I have these two people that I thought could help us figure it out a little bit better. Okay, goes like this. So, hey, yo, my name is Mose, don't you know? And I'm looking for a rock for my girl Flo because I love her so. What kind of rock you got for my girl Flo? I'm in love, don't you know? And the jeweler said, well, hey, I've got these beautiful diamonds here. You could always get a diamond. And he said, but I've also got some talc. Well, hey, what about that talc? What makes it so cool? Why is it so special? Yo. Well, talc, it's kind of cool because you could write with it. You could use it like chalk. Oh, like chalk? Well, hey, that sounds like a really good idea for my girl Flo, because I love her, don't you know? She could have a ring and she could write with it. I like it. I like it. I'm going to get that ring for Flo. So he went ahead and he got the ring for Flo and he took it to her. And then this is what he said. He said, hey, Flo, hey, you melt my heart, don't you know? I was hoping that maybe I could, get down on one knee and ask you to marry me. Please, Flo. Oh, no! You're so sweet! Well, yeah, I got you this rock, Flo, because I love you, don't you know? I got you this rock and it's called talc. And guess what, Flo? You can write with talc too. It's like chalk. Talc? I don't want any stinking talc! Talc! Oh, Mose, talc is a one. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I want a diamond, Mose. I want a diamond. It's a 10. Well, geez, when you say it like that, Flo, I'm kind of a little bit crushed, you know? So, I didn't know it was like that at all. So, let me go see what I can do, okay, Flo? So, Mose goes back to the jeweler and he said, I can't have talc. Flo said that talc is a 1 and diamonds are a 10. She said that diamonds are a girl's best friend. So, sure enough, he went and he got a diamond for Flo. And he went back to Flo and he got down on his knee and he said, Flo, I love you so. My heart goes boom, bada boom, boom, boom. He's like, please, won't you marry me? I got you a beautiful diamond. Oh, Mose, diamonds are a girl's best friend. They're a 10. Oh, Mose, I love you.